let me unmute us as well. That would be helpful.
Yes, and I can hear us.
Okay, and we're sitting at 10%, so... All right, that's weird. I think it might be fixed. Not entirely sure.
We will find out.
That there'll be something to work on the fact that I get tomorrow off now instead of just playing Valheim like a goober. So, also our quality is bouncing between green and yellow, but we are sitting at 11%. And now we're, yep, internet's just all over the place too. I think I'm going to have to uninstall OBS and reinstall it later. But that is later Hewitt's problem. Alrighty, so how's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, going.
Fantastic!
Oh my lord.
Moose just broke his the audio stuff for his. He did it again. He did it again. Anyway, we are back with what's now going to be a very short Holy Winds tonight. We have been playing the Quiet Year for the party to build up some more lore, and they have now found themselves in the city Oblet, on the island of Oblet, across the channel of Oblet from Stout Elb. So, I believe y'all had helped a new mayor, who is right over here. You had found a new job for the halfling that y'all killed his father, especially Arvax.
I didn't kill nobody.
Somebody who is not here's girlfriend has set up a new shop. And, yeah, it's been a year since the situation in Hillens. And you find yourself in Oblet. And, did I scribe Oblet the last game?
What do you mean?
Yeah, yes, but also I don't know.
Okay, so...
oh, yeah, it looked like a dead city from the outside.
Yeah, it looks like a dead city from the outside, and then there is a levee on the other side of kind of a marshy, groggy, like morass that goes behind bits of the ghost town, and then behind the levee it dips further down. So where you find yourself is at the Blue Pudding. You know, the little Blue Pudding.
Blue pudding.
Yep. Hi, chat. OBS decided to poop the bed. I got to figure that out. So the non-techie guy has to do techie stuff. So yay. But like I said, you find yourself now in Oblet. You've been staying at the Blue Pudding. Mulak seems to be besties with the mayor, according to Moose's card draws and discussions.
Are we supposed to be on the town map or still just the big map?
Oh, did I leave you on the big map?
I'm on the big map.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, big map.
Yeah, that would be an issue. Because the map I was on is the city map. However, y'all did name a whole bunch of crap on the map. I think I labeled it right. I am not sure. Anyway, you are in Oblet. You find yourselves in the Blue Pudding. Mularin has kind of sequestered himself with Elaine to finish up the last bit of work on the scry mirror.
Uh-huh.
That's his story.
Sure,
that's his story.
Uh-huh.
So, I keep hearing a pop. Y'all there?
Yeah.
My headphone and microphone just completely disconnected from my computer.
Yay, technical difficulties.
You sound fine.
Yeah, for a second it went boop, boop, boop. I'm like, oh, okay. I must have disconnected from audio for a split second. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
It is. Did it do? Could you hear me when I was saying it did it again?
No.
Okay. It seems that my I'll put this cord over here now, because if my arm touches you, you disconnect from the computer. Yay. All right. So, and remember the blue pudding, the first level is kind of you walk around and you check in, then below is like the hall, and then below that in like the sub basement are the rooms. Because everything in Oblet is built low, so you can't see it from outside. Unless you go all the way up the river, which, what did y'all name it again? Did y'all name it the Davidian?
There was a branch Davidian, correct?
Yeah, y'all are terrible. Terrible, terrible doing this to me, but yeah. We also have Lake Koresh, I think. Anyway. It's been a long year, y'all. So what are y'all talking about as y'all wake up from your rooms and eat a very hearty root-based vegetable breakfast with meats?
Talking about how much I love veggies. Have we heard any news of like the oh my god, forgot the freaking name of them. The
Elvorn?
the Elfine theocracy?
Oh. The
Come,
Holy
like-
Wind is still going through and purging the area. You've heard that down in Perchbank there has been an execution. But for the most part, the people of this area seem to be completely content to not deal with that.
But we haven't really heard anything about them coming close to where we're at or anything.
No, the only thing y'all have is the stuff from the Quiet Year, that there seems to have been a priest that went to the cave to the north. And then there was that sick priest that y'all ran into. Which you had sent scouts out, and it seems like that priest that went to the cave up the north just seems to be going up there, checking on something, and releasing birds.
I think I said we need to investigate.
Yo, $5 anonymous. We got a thing for $5 donation, anonymous donation right now. Yay!
Woo!
We did?
Yeah, because I still had OBS up, so it just scared the living shit out of me because I put the widget in mine as a working one and it was really loud. Thank you, anonymous.
It didn't change on mine. Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's really loud.
Jeez Louise.
I'm gonna
That
mute it
is-
for now.
That is
'Cause it's-
terrible in headphones.
It scared the crap out of me.
Do you mute it on OBS or do you mute it on something else?
I honestly don't know. I think for me it played through my web browser, so I'm closing that page now.
It played through OBS on mine. I don't know. Wow, that was... Wow.
Thank you, anonymous, though.
Thank you. That was just... Dang. It's going to do it again. I know it.
Oh my god, we need to do donation streams where people can donate $1 for jump scare stuff. People would pay for that. They would absolutely pay for that.
No, I'm against this. I don't need a
I'm-
jump scare of dollars at me.
I'm just saying. It would work. Okay.
Okay, we're back to just a normal screen, and I didn't hear anything else. I'm glad you mentioned that, Claire, because I would have just screamed out of nowhere if that had gone off while I'm... Because OBS is running, I don't have it up in the open so I can capture everything.
It's louder on the stream, but it's not like it's louder than us talking. But it wasn't like blow your eardrums out loud.
It is inside my headphones because these things are much louder. Anyway, so Mulak is talking about how he likes veggies, even though he has a steaming plate of like potatoes and pork.
Potatoes are veggies.
They're a tuber.
They're a tuber.
They're vegetable though.
Okay, somewhere in one of my 100 bazillion tabs, I've got us playing. Oh god, the echo.
Oh no. Oh no.
You can't
I
find
can't find it. Everything is muted as far as I can tell. Oh no.
That's what you get for having 13 million tabs open.
Hold on. Let me
I
go
know.
back to Twitch and just rename this episode Technical Difficulties.
I'm just gonna close every instance of Twitch I have open. Just everyone, every single Twitch.
Okay, so
multiple
The
tabs open.
Chronicles of Koresh.
what'd you say, Cannon?
The Chronicles of Koresh.
Nope. Not doing that one. Not doing that one.
Oh my god, I found it. Okay, thank God. It was on the extra life page itself. All good.
So, the scouts that are now in the new Fall Guys company, which I guess will now be the B team, as y'all are the A team.
Is the B team the guys that were the pikes?
Yeah, it's the metal pikes that are there with you, that y'all named. That Aarakocra that's just like looks like an emu, hitting it off with the entire town. He can't stand startling noises though. He yells, "You got to protect the eggs," and runs off. But so you have the information that there are definitely 2 Elfim Theocracy priests on the island. The mayor is still kind of consolidating her position and doesn't necessarily want to send the guard out to deal with that, mostly because you still have a couple of the fundies, as Claire named them, scattered throughout the town, sporadically causing problems. Yep. If y'all all go down to key figures, Oblet, there are the fundies, and there is Mayor Tilly Grimshaw.
We call them the fundies because they're so fun.
So yeah, there is Francis Nickelpenny, the former mayor, seems to have managed to escape and gotten with them, but is not in the city. And then you got Smeeps.
We're gonna try to send somebody up to the northeast and see if this guy's sending these birds out as spies.
More likely, he's sending info back to the mainland.
Exactly. We don't need them to learn that we're here.
Do we need to go find them?
That's my vote.
We know who they are, or they are like hidden.
We know basically where they are, don't we?
You know where they are, but you never learned their name.
All we know is he's a shady wizard dude that's sending out birds that look like homing pigeons back to the mainland.
Well, if we don't want to send, Mayor doesn't want to send a whole contingency out there, we might as well go find out. I mean, we got the fundies somewhere out in town. They're probably gonna be bold at some point if they think they got some backup coming. Probably best to nip that in the bud.
I am down for whatever.
Greg is literally just nomming food out of a bowl next to y'all as sloppy as possible, wrapped in every blanket that he can be.
Yeah, you stay here where it's warm, Greg.
Thank you, says the pile of slop-covered blankets that seems to have a tail and just eating things.
I was about to say, don't we have some kind of blanket? But that's in Lost Seas. Boss had it.
Boss had the blanket of eternal snugglies.
Yeah. Because we put him through it.
To be fair, I think everybody had been through it by the end of Lost Seas.
Mm.
Kogo worse than any of you.
Kogo, to be fair, just went and punched things, so.
No, I'm talking about Kogo got messed up by those beads so bad.
True. All right. Do we want to go see if we can find this asshole?
Of course.
At the very least, we stop any info getting to the people we don't want getting it. So I'm ready to go out whenever.
Let's do it.
Hello? No one said anything. I was afraid that my mic had gone dead.
Nope, you're good. Let's go. I mean, I don't at least have anything else to do.
I'm also keeping an eye on the stream quality because we are bouncing between like yellow and red and green pretty heavy. And pinging the internet, everything still seems to be fine internet-wise.
Well, let's just keep going.
Why? Why do you do this, internet?
You're recording it, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, I am. And like I said, I'm definitely going to be uninstalling and reinstalling OBS when we get done.
All right. Well, we're gonna head out and we're gonna find this asshole.
All right, so y'all are going to leave town, or you're going to leave word with Mularn?
Yeah.
Nope, we're just gonna leave him, and he's gonna think we abandoned him.
Just leave him a note when you're done smooching. Okay, is there anybody you want to check in with before you go?
Yeah. Where's our tiefling?
He's like sitting at the table next to you, just eating breakfast, staring at you. You say, "Where's our tiefling?"
I said that out of character, but thank you for making me an asshole.
Love you.
You figure we'll probably take him with us.
So y'all are taking Dreyfus.
Yeah.
Unless he's busy making friends.
You know who you're talking about.
Yes, he's been making friends. I've been watching.
Dreyfus
Arvax
is,
just Arvax just lifts her eyebrow like, uh-huh.
Trying to make him husband material for you.
Shut up.
why is it says invite players? Oh, yeah, that's because I guess this isn't changing because we haven't rolled anything yet. Okay, I'm sorry, I was reading chat too. Ooh, upload is dropped to 19. Well, 19's not bad. Okay, so Dreyfus is right there with y'all. He's still following what he believes he's supposed to do as a penitent, so it's whatever y'all tell him to do.
Well, we will have Dreyfus come with us then, since we are down a twin.
Okay. So let me take us back to the... world map if y'all are leaving the city, because unless there's something else you want to do in the city before you go.
Yeah.
Was there anything interesting?
Well, I mean, you can look at all the new places.
Like what?
Let's see. Let me double check the stream. How is this looking? Looking good. Okay. So if you all look underneath journal, go to lore, cities, Stout Elb, because I just like to make 1,000 drop menus. And then there's all the spaces in Oblet. Now, Oblet is about 1,100 people. Mostly humans, halflings, and half-elves. Now, for the most part, a lot of the people we see here are technically considered drow. Because they worship non-sponsored, accepted religions. But you have the barons, which is the and the levy, which are kind of the first edge of defense. And like there are people who live out there, but they're the ones who are basically choosing to be homeless. There's the Delve where you were at. Major sites are City Hall, Mayor's House, Blue Pudding, and the Bouncy Fire. New and moved Bouncy Fire. Inns, which is at the northwest. It's mostly populated by farmers and dock workers. It's got the largest number of guards because it has the Forgotten Post, which is the city guard HQ at it. It is also the only section of the city that does not have the levy and the barons around it because it faces the inland area. Then there's Levy Row, which is, as I think Knox put it, Bourbon Street. But it's a small neighborhood filled with casinos, bars, and cheapest taverns. It's where mostly pirates and smugglers that call this place home port go. There is the Gallows Hand, the bravest little oyster, the Fine Lantern, and the Rotten Goat. Those are the main things you'll see there. Let's see. And then there's Stalls, which is the shop area. The Filled Tome, Oh My Cod, Grim Anvil, Gavelstone and Burr, Tikkun, and the Ironclad Raven.
It just says Ironclad Rave.
Oh.
Now I just see flashing. I just see flashing armor.
Oh my god, it's the Rave Viking. He would so go there.
Techno Viking.
Yep, I'm not fixing this. I'm not fixing this now, but it is 4 Techno Viking Kinkus now.
And you thought we were done with the world building.
We are never done with world building. Y'all will end up liking one tree more than any other, and then I gotta give that thing a fucking personality.
Pretty much.
Tikkun. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Shadar. What's a Shadar?
They're eating him. And then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god!
Okay.
That was the best movie ever. That was something.
No, I had to go back and clip that. Okay, so is there anywhere you wanted to stop before you left, or do y'all just want to get on the road? Because I mean, you are still you have provisions. You are not quite the heroes. Well, I guess yeah, you are the current heroes of the town because y'all are still there.
I mean, we can look at more things when we get back. One, I think it's a more pressing thing to make sure that no info is getting out about where we are.
Yep. Also, y'all
Or
keep going. I'm
less.
rebooting Discord right quick, but keep going. Be right back.
Less info.
All the technical difficulties. Ha ha ha. So, it is still winter at this point. And the northeasterns are blowing in, so there is going to be snow on the ground.
Yeah.
My homeland.
I grew up in the woods. I'm not too worried about it.
You grew up in a swamp. There wasn't a lot of snow.
Oh, but it gets cold. It gets cold here.
Peregrine's got point.
I made a
Okay.
point. What? What was my point?
Your point. You're leading because you've been in the snow.
Oh, I mean, sure.
How
Yeah.
did Mulak switch out of his very exposing, flashy clothes to something more appropriate for winter weather?
Oh boy.
Or did he just get a heavier,
You're
fancier coat?
You're gonna
Yeah,
freeze
that.
You're gonna freeze the damn nips off.
I mean, he has a nice coat. He just buttons it up now.
Okay, so there is no glittering chest at the moment.
Yeah, he has his thing closed up.
Okay, so as y'all are leaving town, y'all roll me. Everybody give me survival, and we'll take an average.
What are we
Do
doing?
I get in? Do I get any advantage since this is like my homeland stuff?
I would say if you were a ranger, yes, but I don't. You're a barbarian.
Oh, well, it worked out.
21 is still dope. 16. I mean, with a last name like Frostborn, I'm pretty sure Tarl has dealt with ice. Okay, that's good enough. No one's getting lost. No one's falling behind. Mulak, this is miserable. This is 100% miserable. Standing right next to you, almost as miserable, is going to be Dreyfus. Did I come through? Or is Moose mooted?
No, I can hear you.
Okay. So, the first day you're going to make it out a little bit further. So, let's see. Hold on. Can y'all move the green leaf token that is the representative of y'all's party? Okay. You should move. You can move to one of the squares that is adjacent from the one you started at on Oblet. Yes, you're now in the ocean.
Which way did we?
Yeah.
Which way was it that we knew that this guy
Hold on.
was?
Moose is just dragging green
I'm not
leaf.
touching it.
I just heard you go. I just heard you going. Yeah.
I did do that.
So to the northeast is where it is. So you would be either you could move the one y'all are in, or you could move to this one along the coast.
They can't move up here.
No,
Can't
it's
go to Teddy Corner.
one square a day.
I know. Can we go catty corner like this way?
Yeah, I was saying you could go along the coast because you're technically moving diagonal.
Stop it!
Who is being the one touching the donkey?
Probably Tarl.
Tarl don't screw with Greenleaf.
Tarl knows the truth. Tarl knows what's up with this lineage of donkey.
All right, we have moved.
All right, so you're going to need to
Some of this damn donkey!
He's a donkey.
Who is Claire? Is this you?
Rocks.
Nah.
Not all of you.
Of course it's not me. What the fuck you talking about?
It's just Yetis. Yetis everywhere now.
Y'all notice his hit points and his armor class, right?
Yeah. It's like 1,000.
Frickin' cannon.
He is unstoppable.
He is the power, huh?
Rumor has it that he's also got the power.
Mulak dies. He dies because his butt freezes.
Oh, well, he didn't need it.
All right. Anyway, so
Hey,
what?
said anyway.
There ain't no meat on it. That's why it froze.
Okay, now that we're done degrading Mulak's hiney.
I just had my brain just did a dumb, but I just remembered something. We bought Claire and Moose thing for their house, and we didn't give it to them while they were here.
Well, this is a reason.
No, I forgot.
This is a reason to go by there later this month.
This is why I didn't put it in our closet, because I knew I'd forget. I left it out, and I still forgot. I'm sorry, my ADD kicked in and was like, hey, guess what you didn't remember?
All right, so
All right.
it's getting late. You need to stop. You could try to push through and risk exhaustion to try to double your movement in a day, or you could pitch a tent. Because y'all do have the pop-up tents that Peregrine designed.
We'll just stop for the night.
Is that the consensus from the everybody, or is it just Arvax?
I'm good. I don't want to risk exhaustion.
Okay, so I'm going to say between all of y'all and a Dreyfus, you're able to get the tent up, and it'll be big enough to fit all of you. Maybe not comfortably, but definitely better than out in the snow.
Yeah, we'll be warm.
Also, I'm assuming that, didn't you say, Claire, that these had like a little stove or something in them?
It's got like a space so that the stove can go in the center and safely like vent out through the top.
Okay.
So like a fire could be made in it and the smoke would safely like go up and out.
Okay, that sounds good.
Like a teepee.
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
A reinforced TP.
who is starting the fire?
I can. Survival.
Cool.
Yes, survival?
Yes, survival.
Okay. Unless someone wants to use some fancy magic shit, but
I think Twin does not have fire. Other Twin has fire.
This twin has acid.
Oh, I did have fire. I don't anymore. Oh well.
Okay, so yeah, you get it started and it's going. Y'all have tinder. Y'all are prepared for this.
I can make like a boom boom fire.
No, don't. It's not.
Oh, we don't want that again. No thanks.
Moose, all I can say to that is hearing you say I can make a boom boom fire is what boom boom is in Adventure Time. And that's a bad thing.
Poop.
It's poop. Boom boom is poop. Then again, there are people that have done that in the past, is use sheep chips to make fire, so.
Oh, look, we're not that desperate.
Many people in Africa burn animal dung for their for cooking.
Ew.
When you don't
I
have
think-
wood.
Yeah, they did that here too. You draw out cow patties and stuff. It's a good source of fuel. The more you know.
Anyway.
When you're shit out of luck, just let it dry out and you can still have a fire.
Do we need to take watches?
That is up to y'all. I mean,
I think yes.
Yeah, because we don't know
Probably,
the
yeah.
area. I'll take the first watch.
okay. So everybody else will go to sleep. Go night. See, excuse me. But the 19th, it's quiet. You're do you stand at the entrance of the tent, or do you stay outside of it for your watch?
I don't want to let the heat out, so I'd probably sit just outside of it.
Okay. You're looking out over the flat, open plains. You're on one of the smaller hills that kind of ring this area, and you can see out to the strait. There is a mist forming over it due to the weather, and there's a light snow going, but other than that, nothing's untoward. Just quiet, cold. Honestly, kind of boring.
Cool. I'm used to being bored outside. I'm good.
Who do you wake up for second watch? Tarl, you wake up.
Tarl, I guess, who doesn't see shit.
Now, with the 6, Tarl, you don't notice anything odd. It's just you start thinking really heavy, I think, Tarl, about that masterwork armor that you're going to need to make. And
Yeah, I'm drawing up the plan in my mind.
and correct me if I'm wrong with this though, Tarl. I don't think the design you're coming up with resembles your father's armor. And
Probably not.
it doesn't resemble your father's armor, but also I don't think you're worried necessarily 100% about approval because you know you're going to make the best armor. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. This is not you trying to prove yourself to your family. This is just you were tasked with this. It is the job. You're out doing this because you're a young dwarf, but you got this.
That is correct. It's one of the things on my task list that Daddy left me.
So you don't notice anything. Who do you wake up for the third and final watch?
The twin.
Malak, do you wake up anybody to do this with you?
No, I'll do it myself.
Okay. You don't wake up Dreyfus to try to befriend him and talk to him more?
No, he needs sleep. He's a tired boy.
Peregrine, are you enjoying a full night's sleep that nobody's interrupting you to get right now?
Oh, she is snoozing. I imagine too with the snow, she probably walked in front, so she probably was doing a lot of like the plowing in the snow. So her legs are probably pretty damn tired.
All right, so yeah, I think. Also, I feel like this is like Peregrine. Did you bust out like the good furs that were in your backpack you haven't used for a while because you didn't?
Oh
need
yeah,
them?
like she's pulled out her polar bear fur for herself, and she almost never wears that.
Okay, so in one corner of the tent, even though this is round because it's kind of a yurt, there is just a giant pile of white fur that is the most content it's ever been since you've met it. All right, Malak, roll me that perception. 14. Everything
Yeah.
seems fine. Sun starts to rise.
Once it's been an appropriate amount of time, I'll grab like 2 pots and I'll start banging them and I'll be like, good morning, good morning. I want to say good morning, good morning, good morning to you.
Tarl throws a rock
No.
at you.
Lord Tarl, am I allowed to kill him? Is that your order? What's your AC, Mulak?
Just maim him.
16.
Okay, you miss with the rock. I think it hits the pot and makes just a little bit more noise.
I got to re-roll. That was a save.
Oh, okay. That you are correct. Oh no, you peg him. Mulak, take 1 damage from a rock smacking you in the forehead.
I disintegrate him.
Right twixt the eye.
Not joking, I don't have that spell.
I was gonna ask you how. You ain't that level yet. So you got Mulak is you ain't gonna get. I didn't get sleep because of y'all. Y'all ain't gonna get sleep because of me. Is that what you're doing right now?
I thinking they would be happy with this.
And Dreyfus will start.
Wake me up, have a good sleep. I'll get out of this thing.
Whether they want to admit it or not, they do love that
My
song.
warm wrappings, and I'm gonna get out the freaking room.
You made the dwarf mad. It's unadvised.
You made the dwarf talk like an actual dwarf. You done messed up, Aaron. So Dreyfus is going to start cooking bacon. And then he cooks even more bacon because he knows that Tarl is here to eat most of the bacon.
I won't cook all of it. We still got it a couple days ago.
All right, so you break tent. Everybody's had a good meal. You got nice, it's warm in your belly. Everybody roll me another survival check. Tarl's good. Peregrine's good.
no.
Arvax is not good. Mulak. Okay. Averages out.
Roll a 9.
It's more like Arvax. It's you're wearing plate mail and you're not used to snow, at least not more than a dusting of snow, which would cause most of the Finn to freak out, try to hunker down, take everything from the local like store, and just have all in all, just panic over snow. Not really. That's just the state we live in. It snows down here, and everybody thinks the world's going to end.
She veering off the road left and right every time she steps on a pebble.
No, it's Arvax. Your armor is weighing you down, and you're not finding your footing as good as the day before. So you get worn out a little bit faster, but you're able to keep you're able to keep pace with Mulak and Dreyfus for the most part. You fall behind a little bit, but you catch back up. Peregrine and Tarl seemed like they've dealt with snow before. Because, Tarl, did your daddy ever take you back to the Frostborn Tig where he originally came from instead of where the Elsbane where you were born?
That's where they inducted me into the family, into the guild.
So, you've been there before, not just in under the deserts of Lothria. So, you've dealt with snow. Peregrine, how happy are you?
Oh, I'm pretty fucking happy.
Is it
like borderline frolicking.
So, like a newfie when they get a hold of snow or water.
And also, weirdly enough, Belly. Even though she has super short fur, she loves snow. So, yeah, I got the zoomies going on.
Peregrine with the zoomies.
Yep, Peregrine has the zoomies.
Is she so happy that she would throw a snowball at anybody?
Probably, but she's worried she would kill someone because they were really, really good at snowball fights back home, and no one emerged unscathed.
Poor Dreyfus. Like later on, Dreyfus just has a black eye. Everyone else gets out the way. Dreyfus, what? Just, it's one of those, the boots are still in the snow, but he's not standing in them.
All you see is like bare feet sticking out of like a mound.
It's like everyone else is throwing hand-sized snowballs. All of a sudden,
And then about 2 minutes later, a thumb pops up out of the snow.
it's just Terminator thumbs slowly in reverse out of the snow. So, y'all make it through the next day. Everybody, you pitch the tent again. Are y'all going to give me more watches, or do y'all feel safe? Because, I mean, you haven't run into anything. Like, you might have seen a little bit of wildlife. Like, you probably saw some hares, and you definitely saw signs of smaller things such as foxes. Like, you're not even seeing wolf footprints in the snow over here.
I won't take a watch immediately, but probably after everyone's been asleep for a while, I will go out and just make sure everything's cool in like the middle of the night.
I would like to use my alarm statue because it's been a while since I've used it.
Okay, so you slap the alarm statue down. So
And it has like a radius, right? Like that it detects in, sort of.
yeah, it does the alarm. It's basically the alarm spell. Like, didn't we say like a 10-foot radius?
It was either 10 or 20, and I can't remember which it was.
I think it's 10 because that would give you a 20-foot diameter.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, she would basically put it like in the middle of the tent, so it can like extend out, so anything gets within what, maybe 5-10 feet of the tent from any edge, because the tent's probably about 10 or 15 foot wide, I would guess at most.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got an alarm spell. If something got into the tent or tried to get too close to the tent, y'all would be able to deal with it. Or it would at least the alarm would go off.
I'm still gonna poke my head out for a little while in the middle of the night just to make sure nothing's lurking.
Okay, Tarl, do you do the same?
Yeah.
Okay, Tarl, you don't really notice anything. Arvax, you notice like probably about 15, 20 feet away from the tent, there looks like there are some large tracks that went through the snow near you.
Do they look relatively new, or have they
Yeah,
been covered by snow?
they happened slightly before you poked your head out to look.
Does it look like they've just walked by, or it looks like they circled around?
If you follow around, it looks like it walked from the northwest, kept distance from your tent, kind of circled it, and then seemed to go off to the south.
So likely some kind of critter.
Looks kind of like a large canid.
Probably a wolf. Noted. And I know the alarm's out, so I'll probably stay out there for a little bit. Just make sure nothing comes back around, and then I'll go back in.
Okay. Anybody else doing a last watch here? Or
I'll trust the statue, but like sleep with my great axe within easy reaching distance just in case.
Same. She said she had a statue, and I trust it.
okay. Next morning when you wake up, eat, and break down, you can see that there's definitely been multiple footprints, canid footprints that have circled around the area.
Hewitt, did you drop us into the gray?
Huh?
Did you? Is this the gray?
Is that
Because that.
Is this the
Yeah.
movie with Liam Neeson
Yes.
where he fought them by breaking up liquor bottles and taping them to his fingers?
Once more into the fray, and to the last good fight I'll ever know. Live and die on this day. Live and die on this day. Yes, that movie.
Insight check on the footprints, Tarl.
Correct.
Those footprints seem mad.
The footprints. It's hard to read emotions from the footprints in the snow. But I'll say just looking at them, the circling and looking at y'all's tent was probably inquisitive. Like, if you put your hand down, Tarl, they're not too much smaller than the palm of your hand. Which means that's not a small doggo footprint. But it didn't look like they were trying to get too close to where you had the tent set up. But you do know that there is a number of what seems to be wolves in the area.
No, if there's no sign that they're sitting here waiting for us, probably should head on.
All right, give me another survival check for this day.
Oh, that was much better.
All right, Tarl's good. Arvax is good. Molox. And the Perry. Did we lose the Perry?
No, I'm sorry, I was clipping something. I'm sorry. What are we doing? I was listening
Survival.
really hard. Okay, sorry. Oh no, it's not as good.
Peregrine, you're getting a little tired because you have been the snowplow for like 3 days straight.
That sounds about right.
Also, you've been so excited by all this that you haven't realized how tired you're getting because, like, you know how to walk in the snow. You know how to deal with this. But damn it, this is so much fun. That, you know, and it's been so long since you've actually been in a cold, snowy environment that you're not exhausted. It's just that you were dragging a little bit today because, especially the frolicking, hitting Dreyfus with a giant snowball while still pushing through the snow so that no one knew you were making a giant snowball. I feel that's safe to say. Peregrine is that actually what Peregrine would do? Be like sneakily making a giant snowball in front of her as she was going?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like when like kids like look out the window and like imagine themselves running alongside the car. It's just kind of like a idle thing that they probably would do where they walk and just see how big they can get like a snowball, and when it breaks, they just start over.
So, yeah. So, y'all set up the tent again. Everybody give me a perception check. Nope. Yep. 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 Mulak, you and Dreyfus aren't paying attention to this, but everyone else, you can see that off to the east that a big storm is going to be blowing in soon from the, I think it's the Mar de Bure that's over that direction, or the Mar de Buell.
You said from the east?
Yeah, from the east.
Ah, crap.
That's where all this weather has been coming in because it sweeps in from the east and just seems to come into this cup that's formed by the mountains.
Oh, we need to track north.
So do you want to try to push on instead of setting up the tent, or do y'all want to set up the tent and try to just get out of it before it comes and hits?
I don't know. Might get snowed in.
It might be safer to be snowed in and prepared to be snowed in. That's at least my experience that I've had. Because if you get snowed in and you're not ready, that's a lot worse.
We got 3 mountain peaks to the north of us. In between them is going to be less consequences from the storm because we'll have them blocking the wind.
Can we make it in time though? Can I roll a survivor check on that?
Roll me survival or nature.
Let me see. Oh, we'll do survival. Not the best.
With the 16, you think that there's a good chance if you push through that you will probably beat the worst of it. Getting up more towards what they call Mount Caramel is, and that kind of cupping in the mountains. So there's a good chance, but you know that you'll be tired the next day. And you also know being tired in the snow is not always a good thing. Also, sweating in the snow is definitely not a good thing.
Okay, what if we push through, but with the intention of waiting a day before we move any further? We have a chance that we can make it up there before the storm gets bad, but we're going to probably need a day of rest after. But again, we can kind of do a hunker down, maybe not take the brunt of it like we would here, and then just be prepared for the following day, continue to kind of stay where we are until we've rested up to move on, because it's going to be really, really rough trying to fight even the low end of the storm, even if it doesn't hit us hard.
Okay, yeah.
As opposed to the team, for them to decide if that's a good idea.
2 days, push on in 2 days of rest.
Okay. Peregrine is actually going to do a thing to try to push forward and make up time kind of snowplow wise again.
Mm-hmm.
Full size Peregrine now that she's figured it out.
Okay. So you're shifting?
Shifting into a massive, legit polar bear.
There's now Polar Peregrine. Peregrine.
And I'm hoping that's going to help me with genuinely pushing through the snow and like making a big, comfortable passage for those behind me.
How does that affect?
Without me.
What does that do to your size and strength?
I am now 16'4" technically with the length, and I weigh 1,500 pounds. I can now carry 1,000 pounds and push drag or lift 2,000 pounds.
Everybody can literally ride the Peregrine.
Or at the very least, there's a rope that she's basically pulling them on sleds with like no problem.
No, I'm just saying if you can carry 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, if everybody is under that combined, then absolutely, yeah.
pretty sure, yeah. Like, Mulak weighs what? 130, 140 on a good day?
Hold up, misread. That's my enlarged bear. I'm still though I can carry 570, which is still at least 2 people. Sorry, I can pull though 1,000, so I can still pull them though if we want to do like a quick sled thing.
If you wanted to do a sled and you wanted to try, y'all could. Is that what y'all want to do?
Does that work for y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, we can probably repurpose the wood for the tent a little bit for like struts or something. Tarl would probably know best.
Take some of your furs and just do a drag blanket.
Oh yeah, that'd work. She has a lot of like tanned hides and stuff, so
Y'all are going to snow inner tube behind a polar bear.
yeah.
By the way, he weighs 160. He's fairly muscular.
It's called snow skinning.
Why do I
No
feel
skin.
like this needs to be one of you say your name and welcome to Jackass as music cues off as Peregrine starts running?
Also, I just realized, even when I was little bitty Arcabanks, I almost always end up being a mode of transportation for the team.
That's because you learned how to become a dragon.
I know, it's just funny because it keeps happening.
Clara's carpool party mom. Just
Cause your middle name's Taxi.
Yep.
all right. So is everybody going to get on the furs and be drugged behind the Peregrine?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So what I need is, since y'all are all probably helping with this, Peregrine can make a survival roll at advantage. Everyone else, I will need y'all to give me athletics or acrobatics to hold on for dear life.
What or acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, thank God for advantage. Also, I realized I didn't finish leveling up, so I need to remember to do that before next week.
Damn.
Okay, so it takes y'all a minute because the first time y'all kick off, Mulak and Arvax both lose a grip on the rope. Little bit of
The next time Peregrine actually goes slowly rather than just runs for it. Sorry, guys.
All right, so let's y'all two give me another one as she takes off.
And she is going more careful this time. She's doing like the slow increase of speed this time to try to help.
Better. Definitely better. So y'all are able to start moving and moving. The storm is starting to roll in, and it's the first thing that starts hitting y'all is sleet. So I need everybody to give me a Constitution save as you are running or riding the Peregrine.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no.
I'm still rolling mine. Sorry. Oh God. Because I think I have to change it somehow. I remember now. I got to do a thing. Sorry, I forgot that my calculations changed. I do that. Whoa, what's going on?
Hey, Moose, I got to ask you a question.
There we go.
Peregrine's good.
Okay.
For a minute, Dreyfus's last name was Brightgloom. Did you adopt Dreyfus?
No.
Did your brother adopt Dreyfus?
I can't speak for him.
I mean, I changed it back to Dale's, but I was trying to. Why is his last name Brightgloom now?
I don't know.
All right, so Tarl.
His last name should be my dad's a.
No. Okay, so the people that failed, that is 4. The people who succeeded, that is 4 cold damage.
What do we need to succeed?
Let's see. You're good.
Okay,
Yeah, you have a 22, but Tarl, Arvax, and Dreyfus did not succeed. Now the 3 that are in heavier armor. As stuff starts to stick to y'all more, you're getting colder faster as you keep going. Give me another survival roll, Peregrine, since you are bear trotting, and then I need athletics from everybody else. Or acrobatics, I guess. Okay. Good.
Hey.
Hold on. I gotta do for Dreyfus. Yeah, you're all holding on. So going through, it's still getting cold. I need another con save from everybody as the sleet continues to come down. Okay, Arvax is good. Tarl is not.
I'm sorry, what was it? Another
No-
con?
Another con.
Okay. No.
Okay, so Arvax.
Wait, don't we have Arvax's global save modifier?
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
The 3?
You should.
Yeah.
Okay, because I had it unchecked because I only check it. I only think to check it when we're in combat and I'm nearby. So
It's a +3 bonus to saving throws.
13, 14, 17. Okay, so Tarl,
at least better.
Tarl, you are the only one that fails, which means everybody takes 1. Because
Oh, and I'm technically 1 higher. I did have my math correctly originally.
okay,
I'm relearning the wear stuff.
okay.
Also, I do have plus more 10 more speed, so we're going a little bit quicker than we were.
So Tarl, since you have failed twice, I need another con save from you real quick. Okay, your dwarven fortitude, Tarl, and maybe just a little bit of Elsbane liquor that you have in a flask in your armor is keeping you from suffering exhaustion from this cold. Your fingers have started to get numb holding onto the rope, but with that, you're able to make your way up here and to kind of tuck way into the foothills and the lower peaks of this mountain range. Peregrine, you are breathing heavy. You have been doing bear trot for quite a minute, pulling 4 grown people, 3 of which are in plate mail or similar such armor.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So give me a con save real quick, Peregrine.
Okay, this should have the proper math on it now. Yeah, the +3.
Okay, so 18 plus 3, you're good.
I don't know why it's doing it like that rather than just printing out the final number, but at least it reminds me that it's there.
Anyway, so like you're chuffing. It is very much the because I mean,
Mouse worse again. Aha!
hooray! But
It was working.
but you know that you need the rest. If you just bed down right now, you're probably tomorrow's going to be rough if you do not rest longer. Is what I will say. This was some exertion. You're not.
How are we looking as far as the topography of where we are, though?
You are in
Like
you are in foothills and getting towards the bottom edge of the mountains, and you're being shielded from a good bit of this. Like you're looking back down to the south, and you can see that a storm has rolled over the coast.
Okay. Can I find like a hill or an outcropping or something that has a clear like kind of block from the proper angle that I can pull everybody to, and we're in like the lee of the stone,
Sure,
essentially?
that yes, you can.
Okay.
I figured that's what y'all were going to be doing anyway.
Yeah, I just meant if I can find one, I would like to do that here. Then was mostly the question.
Okay.
And then once we find it, I don't know if this will work or not, so it's kind of a flavor thing that I'll let you decide on. I would like to try to clear an area and use earth trimmer to kind of soften and push down just a little further. So even on like where the flat part is, we're still just a little lower. So like stand up and kind of push or mold earth. I have mold earth. Something that just kind of
Now is this
will let us set up.
Is this
Mhm.
still in bear form or is this back in Peregrine form?
Once we're there, I can go back in Peregrine form or hybrid form,
Okay.
and then do probably Mold Earth, which is just a cantrip. That might be a little easier.
Right, because there is some different things with different forms of shifting form on how you can cast magic or not.
Yeah.
So, I think I just can't remember if there's a point of clarification for you with that.
I know we decided that in bear form we weren't going to allow spells. I don't remember what we decided about the
I think in hybrid,
hybrid.
we were going to say yes.
Okay, so yeah, she'll switch back to hybrid. Also, she's probably actually cold, so she's not ready to drop the fur yet. So she'll shift back to hybrid though, and probably Mold Earth would actually be better, and just like spend just 5 minutes kind of digging down, using Mold Earth, push it to the side, so that way when they set up the TP, it's settled down a little bit, and there's less risk of like a wind draft catching underneath it or something.
Okay. So, and everybody, I'm assuming again, like I'm not gonna make you roll to put up a tent. There's like 5 of you. However, Mulak, somewhere back there your brother is making his way towards you. How do you feel about that, Mulak?
I mean, I guess ain't really much I can do about it.
Now I just want to see Mularn cursing like a day behind y'all, walking by. I see their trail. I got a feeling he's going to get a horse. What about y'all?
Probably. Oh, if he was smart, at least.
So, are y'all going to take watches as the storm is going to come here too. It's just you do have some more protection. You're not out in the open fields back to the south that you were near.
I'll take first watch. I don't see fucking shit.
No, the blizzard is thick. It's not like your eyes are getting heavier, you start falling asleep or anything, even though you have an exhausting day. You didn't realize how
I don't need to sleep.
but it's one of those you've just been drugged by a bear for multiple miles. Like probably the better part of 20 miles you've been holding onto a rope being drugged by a bear on a fur. Your arms are killing you. But this weather is just too thick for you to see through. It's not a physical tired, it's just the environment is making this more difficult for you. Tarl, it's the same thing. It's like you get out there. I mean, I'll be honest, Tarl, you stick your head out and you cannot see like 5 feet from the tent. Is how thick this snow is starting to come down and the mixed with sleet. It is just a nasty, nasty frozen slush coming down out there. It has filled your entire beard and the little bit you poke your head out of the tent.
Peregrine is going to keep sleeping.
I don't think
She's
anything's
probably
going
not
to
gonna wake
sneak up on us through this.
So do you pull your head back in, Tarl, or are you actually going to just keep watch right there?
I'm going to pull my head back in and I'm going to get as close to the stove as I can.
Y'all, as Tarl turns back around, y'all, you see that there are icicles in his beard. Who is taking the last watch?
Not Peregrine.
I'll do it.
Okay, so do you step outside or are you just going to keep an ear out or keep your face near the flap?
I'll poke my head in every once in a while just to double check,
Okay, give me a perception check with an advantage because Dreyfus will stay up with watch for you.
Ugh, that's 16 at advantage. Thank goodness.
16 is a couple times you think you see something out there, and like you at like Dreyfus like chimes in. I don't know. Could be a dude. Could be, just along the weather. What's that thing called where you think you see a face in something?
Crazy.
There's a lot of crazy people that think they see the Holy Mother's face in toast then. But like you think you see something, but it's really not clear. I mean, if it was and it's standing out there in that, it either can handle the cold or it's dead or it's your imagination. It doesn't seem to be any closer.
Sure.
So the next day comes, the storm's still coming in. You are all tired still. Physically pulling like that was rough. Are you going to wait out the storm, or are you going to try to push forward?
I think waiting one more day would be the smartest choice. And that might give Mularn time to catch up as well. How do we feel about that?
Fine with that.
Tarl will stay under his covers by the heater.
Tarl very much resembles Greg at the moment.
And I didn't specify it the last time, so I'll make sure to specify, at least for today and tonight, she'll do the alarm statue again. I forgot to say so last night.
I'm not going to lie. I figured that was now just default mode.
Okay, perfect.
Figure like Peregrine's like, I'm going to go to sleep. Thunk.
Yep.
Blanket.
All of the blankets. In fact, she probably slept at least in hybrid form just for the sake of having the extra fur, because she's got that like bone chilling cold where like her core temperature has actually dropped, and the fur helped a lot. But plowing through as deep of the snow as it was, like she is now like core temperature cold.
It is very much one of those levels of cold that you've experienced. What you experience is very much that bone chilling cold. You could not get warm for the most part cold.
Pretty much.
Like not enough to like make you sick, just enough to probably be miserable.
Yeah.
So y'all wait out this day, and I think with it being 10:30 at night, even though we started late, this might be a good place to stop so that we can allow Knox to catch up next week.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
So let me ask y'all, what do y'all think of part of the survival mechanics with the storm coming in?
I kind of like stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
I also really like homemaking, so the idea of like actually making a nice, comfy place in the end of the day is fun. I like it, or at least as comfy as we can get it, to be fair. But
Makes it seem more realistic.
There is I like the toned down version of the survival mechanics that got published in the Icewind Dale book, because in Icewind Dale, which I mean that's more of like a tundra situation, a level 3 party can die in one night simply because they didn't bring the right tent. So
yeah, that's a little much.
Icewind Dale's meant to be mean, because Icewind Dale is not a place. Either you are a very rough barbarian or you live in 10 towns. Like it is not a forgiving landscape. People are there because you can make money, or that's traditionally where they've lived. So we've always lived here, so this is where we'll stay kind of situation. So some more of these might come into play, because this is Oblet is not supposed to be the most hospitable landmass. So I hope y'all had fun. I am glad to be back in this game. I'm also glad to be playing an online game. As much as I love everybody, I need a social battery recharge from being around people.
Yep.
Because there was a lot of people in one room for a while. Like I said, I love y'all. But right now I want to love from a distance.
I'll bottle a toot and I'll send it to you.
I will do the same for you, but
He's
it'll be a
got
mason
plenty
jar.
of his own.
See, the problem is I will send you one back, Moose, and I feel like Claire will say you can never fucking open that.
I mean, he can open it outside on his own.
In our office.
Absolutely not.
We'd be reading your obituary.
In the skunk shed.
Yes, you can open it in the skunk shed. That's fine.
It'll think there's a bigger, scarier skunk.
I'm gonna say it'd probably scare the skunk.
You have a skunk that lives in your shed?
We think it's finally gone, but yeah, we absolutely 100% did. There was a lot of skunk poop in there.
Do you has possum?
Somewhere. Maybe. Hopefully. Maybe he lives in the shed now. We don't know.
Possum is preferable to striped puppy.
Yes.
Very much.
There's at
so.
least one back in the tree line, so.
Anxiety marsupial is better than many other varmints.
Exciting marsupial.
I'm not wrong.
It's especially better.
Have you ever seen one fall over and play dead in the woods?
Hewitt's had one try and bite him.
Yeah, there was something wrong with that possum.
He hit it with a stick.
The stick
I'll
was
probably bite you if you hit me with a stick too.
No, he hit it with the stick because it was trying to bite him.
I know, I figured.
I actually pulled the stick out of fire that I was sitting at while enjoying an evening. Possum
He hit it with fire stick.
Possum didn't back down, so we had a very spirited discussion that then ended with a trash can.
With a stick.
Yes, fire stick and trash can is how that conversation ended.
I physically saw one in the woods, started shaking, looked like he went into convulsions, and he fell over like he was dead.
Now, don't they also have a gland that produces an odor so that they smell dead too?
Probably they're
I didn't
like-
smell anything, but a couple of hours later, he was nowhere to be seen.
most animals will release their nasty anal gland smells if they're scared or trying to scare something off or be intimidating, so I wouldn't be too terribly surprised.
So possums basically have an anxiety knockout attack on themselves that also makes them fart.
Yep.
Well, nature, everybody on the internet, nature. I'll turn it over to Farian. You hit Marcy.
What?
He said, "You hit Marcy," is what Farian said.
The hell, LeBlanc?
Marcy don't need to walk over to me while I'm minding my own business, drinking a beer at a fire pit and decide that it has a problem with me. Then again, Chongus that goes through our backyard every so often is okay.
We have a Chongus?
We do. There's two Chongus. There's Chongus raccoon and Chongus possum.
I have not seen either. I also haven't seen Geralta Rabidia lately.
He's probably burrowed under the ground to begin hibernation when that cold snap first hit.
He is smoltoed.
Yeah, we no longer have an overtoad. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Frey for our socials and our schedules.
All right. Well, glad to be back at Holy Winds. We had a good weekend. We still have our donations open, as you saw when we had some people freaking out over the noise tonight. Any little bit helps, whether it's $1, $5, whatever. If anyone still feels like donating to Children's Miracle Network, specifically Blair E. Batson Children's Hospital in Jackson. But you can find us on our website now that Claire did.
Woo!
It's so pretty.
It is a maze.
At teambonusaction.com. Look at us being all legit. We are on Twitter at bonus_team. We are also on Facebook as Team Bonus Action, and we are Team Bonus Action on YouTube, where you can go and watch all of our previous campaigns, podcasts, bullshit that we do.
And Instagram, but I haven't got much stuff up there yet, so be patient,
We
please.
do have an Instagram now. I forgot that. Thank you for reminding me. I'm only the one that signed up for it the other day. I totally remember things. Claire's gonna be taking care more of that one because I don't know how the fuck Instagram works because I'm an old fogey.
It's the only thing I understand.
I barely understand Twitter. I've been doing this for like a year.
Y'all talk
But,
about the fancy social media's whiz bots and bangs stuff.
Yep, that.
All that stuff.
But we have. Are you guys finishing Strahd Thursday?
As it appears right now, yes, I think so. I think we will be kicking it off at our normal time.
All right. They here in Monroe Group will be finishing Curse of Strahd on Thursday. Do you guys have a kitchen table Sunday or?
Yeah, we'll be doing kitchen table.
Okay, kitchen table podcast Sunday where they just shoot the breeze, and then oh no, wait, you guys are doing the thing on Friday.
Yeah, Friday. Oh yeah, we are.
Friday, Veterans Day, will be the Hot Wing Challenge, where we are going to try and raise money for Wounded Warrior Project. Graveflower, Miro, and Boss will all hurt themselves eating hot wings
especially
to
me.
raise money.
Especially me.
I don't know. Do I work? I might be able to do it. I might be able to participate too, but I'm not going to hurt myself because I have to watch the child as well. So, but please check us out then if you can. It's another good cause that we are hoping to donate to, and we will be back Monday with hopefully the full party and continue on into the mountains. So, anybody else have anything? No.
Time.
Nope.
Going once, going twice. Since Knox isn't here, don't let your meatloaf.